everyone. Welcome to Wednesday, July 15th, Real Talk. My name is Allie Lothar. I am the Special Projects Coordinator here at Roberta's house. And with me, I have
Cheryl Beebe, Homicide Survivor Advocate with Roberta's house. Good evening.
Thank you. So we are going to be reading some books, you guys, tonight. So I'm going to start first. I'm going to make my screen big so that you can see me. So the first book I have is The Snail and the Whale. We read this book on Monday for our Roberta's House reading, and it went over really well. So this is the tale of a tiny snail and a great big blue humpback whale. This is a rock as black as soot, and this is a snail with an itchy foot. This snail slithered all over the rock. She gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. As she gazed, she sniffed and she sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. So there she is sitting on the rock right here. These are the other snails in the flock, who all stuck tight to the smooth black rock, and said to the snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wiggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny snail sniffed and sighed, then cried, "I got it, I'll hitch a ride." Then in this trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled and said, "Ride wanted round the world." So she painted all over that rock. This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. A humpback whale, immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars in enormous waves. And this is the tale of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come sail with me." So there's the snail getting on the whale's tail. This is the sea, so wild and free, that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far off lands. There's some penguins. Fiery mountains and golden sands. So they're traveling all over the place. These are the waves that arched and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed the tiny snail on the tail of a whale. These are the caves beneath the waves, where colorful fish with feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothy grins swim past the whale and the snail on its tail. The snail's still holding on. This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes shiny and blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, with zigzag lighting, flashing and frighting the tiny snail on the tail of a whale. Oh my goodness, look at that big storm.
Wow.
Snail is holding on tight. And she gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves, and the caves, and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all. And she said to the whale, I feel so small.
Little whale, little snail.
But then came the day the whale lost his way. There are the speedboats running a race, zigzagging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to shore. Uh-oh,
Oh,
this is the tide
no.
slipping away. Oh no. And this is the whale lying beached in the bay. Quick, off the sand, back to sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land. I am too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then, I've got it, she cried and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. This is the bell on the day on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the kids, sit straight, don't talk. This is the board as black as soot. And this is the snail with the itchy foot. A snail, the teacher turns pale. Look, says the children, it's leaving a trail. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail saying, save the whale. These are the children running from school, fetching the firemen, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. This is the tide coming into the bay. And these are the villagers shouting, hooray, as the whale and the snail travel safely away. Back to the dock and the flock on the rock, who said, how time's flown, and haven't you grown? And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice in coral caves and shooting stars in enormous waves, and of how the snail, so small and frail, with her looping, curly, silvery tail, saved the life of a humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail and crawled snail after snail after snail. So now all the snails want to come back and travel with the whale. And they sang to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the gray-blue humpback whale. So the snail thought that she was too small, but she ended up saving the big whale. Thank you, guys. So next, Miss Cheryl's going to read a story.
Thank you for sharing, Allie. Now I'm going to try and make my screen bigger.
Okay.
That's not going to work. Okay. I'm going to do A Terrible Thing Happened. Sherman Smith saw the most terrible thing. He was very upset. It really scared Sherman to see such a terrible thing. Sherman did not like feeling so afraid. He did not want to remember what happened. So Sherman decided not to think about the terrible thing he saw. Sherman thought that would make him feel better. At first, the plan seemed to work. Sherman woke up every morning, he brushed his teeth, and he went to school. Sherman played with his friends, he teased his sister, and he walked his dog. Everything seemed all right for a while, but something inside of Sherman was starting to bother him. Sherman had to play more, run faster, and sing louder in order to forget the terrible thing he saw. Other things started happening to Sherman too. Sometimes he did not feel hungry. Sometimes his stomach hurt or his head hurt. Sometimes he felt sad, but he did not know why. Sometimes he was nervous for no reason at all. Sometimes he did not sleep very well. Sherman started getting into trouble at school. Sometimes he felt so angry that he did mean things. Getting into trouble so often made Sherman feel bad. Sherman did not understand all of his bad feelings. He felt confused. Sometimes parents help children figure out their feelings. Sometimes teachers or other grown-ups help. That is how Sherman met Miss Maple. Miss Maple helped Sherman think about his feelings. She listened while Sherman talked to her. They played while they talked. Sherman did not feel as mixed up as when he talked to Miss Maple. Once, when Sherman and Miss Maple were coloring, she told him to draw a picture of how he felt when he was angry. This seemed like a strange thing to draw, but Sherman did it. After that, Sherman drew lots of pictures. Pictures of the pain in his stomach, pictures of the bad dreams he had, pictures of the fear he felt. Say this in my story. And at last, pictures of the terrible things he saw. Sherman and Miss Maple talked about the pictures. He answered the terrible thing he saw was his fault. Sherman said he worried a lot about that. Miss Maple said, Sherman, it's not your fault. Sherman told Miss Maple a lot of things. He told her about the bad dreams. He told her how scared he felt. It was all very hard to do. Miss Maple was proud that Sherman was trying to talk about such hard things. Sherman found that it felt good to let his feelings out. Feeling good helped Sherman feel stronger. When Sherman felt stronger, he did not feel so angry. Nothing can change the terrible thing that Sherman saw. But now he does not feel so mean. He is not so scared or worried. His stomach does not hurt as much, and the bad dreams hardly ever happen. Sherman Smith is feeling much better now. He just thought you would want to know. And that's the story of Sherman and the terrible thing happened. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Okay, we're gonna read 2 more stories. This is one of my favorite stories called Be You by Peter Reynolds. I'm gonna take the book jacket off so it's a little easier to read. You were born to be so many things. Funny, curious, patient, peaceful, helpful, loved, all these amazing things. My wish for you, no matter where your journey leads, is for you to always be you. Be ready to take that next step towards being an amazing human being. Be curious. Turn every stone, ask every why, and keep digging deeply. Discover your own answers. Be adventurous. Live a big life. When you are ready, step outside your comfort zone. Bravely explore new paths and see where they lead you. Be connected. Find kindred spirits. Be with those who make you feel like the real you. Be persistent. Keep going. Never stop. Keep going. Never stop. Keep going. Never stop. Be different. Be silly. Be quirky. Be odd. Be unique. Be weird. Be colorful. Be okay with being different. Be just the way you are. Be kind. Be understanding. Help those around you to be themselves. Listen. Then listen some more. Learn more about who they are. Be brave. Try new things. Take a deep breath and plunge forward into new experiences. It gets easier every time you try. Be your own thinker. Think for yourself. Set your own unique course. It isn't always easy, but you'll be heading in the direction of you. So she is walking her own path. Be okay being alone. Take time to be on your own. Hear your own thoughts, your inner voice. Listen to your heart. Be patient. Being more you takes time. Take a deep breath. Relax. Let your future unfold at its own pace. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth the wait. Be okay reaching for help. When you need a helping hand, a compassionate ear, an encouraging word, reach out. As you voyage out into the world, remember, no matter what, you will always be loved. You are ready. So go ahead, be you. Be very, very you. Thank you guys. We're gonna read one more story.
Okay. Our last book for this evening is one of my favorites, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. And when you give him the milk, he's going to ask for a straw. And when he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Trying to be outside, but the wind won't let me right now. So he drank all his milk and end up in the glass. Then he'll want to look in the mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks in the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim. So he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. Stop, wind. You'll have to fix a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited, he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for a paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture. Big piece of paper, right? When the picture is finished, he'll want to hang it up. And then he'll want to sign his name. So he'll ask you for a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need some tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he's thirsty, so he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. The end. Thank you all for sharing with us this evening.
Thank you, guys. So before we sign off, we are going to just quickly talk about a few of the summer programs that we're doing here at Roberta's house. So this is, let me see if I can get this nice and big. There you go. So we have our Growing Through Loss groups. This will be ending July 31st. Mondays is grades K through 2nd. Tuesday, grades 3rd through 5th. Wednesday, grades 6th through 8th. And Thursday at 4 p.m., we have our Changing the Game for teens. This is just an opportunity for children to connect with others and learn some coping skills. And we have a lot of great activities that the children can do during that time. And Changing the Game, this is for teens Thursday at 4 p.m. And this is another, just a great way for teens to talk to other teens who have lost a special person, and lots of great conversations and learning about coping skills, learning about emotions, and just how other teens react and cope with the loss of their loved one. So this is every Thursday. If you're interested, you can call us at 443-826-0634 for more information. Ms. Cheryl, can you see that one? You're on mute, Ms. Cheryl.
Yours. I see yours only. I don't see the others.
You don't see a time of sharing?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Well,
You can do it. Go ahead.
Here. So time of sharing, we have our orientation on Monday, July 27th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the program will begin Monday, August 3rd from 6 a.m., 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. For PG County residents, you can call us at 301-880-5100. And for Baltimore City and County residents, you can call us at 410-235-6633. And this is a group for adults 18 or over. And this is our COVID group, COVID specific group. So if you've lost somebody to the coronavirus.
On Wednesdays, we have a virtual drop-in sessions it's facilitated by the Homicide Department Survivor Advocacy Program, but this group is for anybody who has lost a loved one. We have it this evening, we're having one, it's every other Wednesday. This evening, we're dealing with traumatic experiences, and that involves, we have a speaker, Dr. Charles Hicks, who'll be speaking to adults and teens for everybody who has lost a loved one. On July the 29th, we'll have another one, and our classes are all from 6 to 8, they're drop-in, and that'll be called Creating a Culture of Safety. And that's for anybody, again, teens and adults are able to join us on our Zoom. Then on August 12th, we'll be dealing with identifying community resources, and that will be with the RAW group, the Rise, Rebuild, Overcome, and Rise. And they're from at University of Maryland. But they'll have lawyers and counselors and talk about housing and different resources they have that are offered to survivors. And then the special one on August 26th, which is my special time, is going to be coping with feelings, and we're going to deal with the children on that day. Any children ages 4 to 12 are able to come, and we're going to do it outside of Roberta's house, 2510 St. Paul Street, and that the hours there will be from 4 to 6 p.m. So again, please come out and join us so you can have some fun. If anybody's interested in any of the sessions I just named, please feel free to contact Doreen Toran at 443-986-3278. Thank you and for joining all of us. Allison.
Thank you. Let me just quickly talk about the Crab Feast. Crab Feast, Saturday, August 8th. We have more information on our website if you're interested. This is a great way to support Roberta's House. So please check that out. And last but not least is our, okay, my mouse is not letting me work. So last but not least is our Camp Erin. So Camp Erin will be held August 13th through 15th. And this is a way for children ages 6 to 17 to connect with other children who have lost a loved one. This is from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're going to be doing activities. Campers will be given a camp in a box, which will have all the activities that they will need for camp. So if you are interested or would like more information, you can find all of this out on our Facebook page, our website, or our Instagram. Or you can email me at campaaron@robertashouse.org or call Roberta's House. So once again, we thank you guys so much for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful Wednesday night.